Snapchat, ignore this again. This isn't for y'all. This is for the tube, my real fans. Okay, so we took the carb out. After we got those last throttle clips, whatever, you just undo these bolts here a little bit. They're just regular Phillips, you know, for the clamps, and you just twist these around, and you just literally just slide it out. Well, this is upside down, how I look, 'cause that's the top. But once you slide it out, put it here upside down. So we got it upside down. These are all the screws that you got to take out. It's only 3 to get into the carb, and the float, and everything. Same thing. Only difference is this one. Same thing, but you got to take this off first. This little spring and a little diaphragm. Make sure you don't rip it. So this thing will pop off when you unscrew it. Right, you see? I took out all the screws. You got that spring, so it will fly away if you don't treat it right. Took off the spring. There's a little diaphragm. I can't get to it right now, but you really don't need. Well, yeah, when you clean it out, but yeah. So we undid all the screws. 1, 2, 3. Take it off. Hoping these are the cause. This is the little jet. As you can see, it's all built up. And I think this one and this one are not the same way as bad, but they got little dirt. I'll see right now. But yeah, we got to clean this out pretty much. Yeah, look at that. That's another one. But also, to winterize these, you unscrew that a little bit. It lets out the gas from the carbs. So they all have them. Unscrew it. It'll let out any left in gas. Because remember, this is upside down. Also, keep parts in order. I've been using blue tapes. Like, that's got the air filter screws. That's like the base screws and stuff. That's like the housing screws. This is the actual air filter screws onto the carb. I just broke 3. It's not really the right like pistons, cylinders for it, but it's just a way for me to remember. Hey, 3, match it with 3 here. Cool. And I really don't care about marking on the bike. It wipes right off. So this was technically cylinder 1, the only one that was running. It's not as gunky as the rest. Even this one has like a bunch of stuff in there. The rest of these, as you can see, are very, very not so good. Get these one at a time. It was a size 7 socket. Just took it off. Ugh. Right there. Alright, so I cleaned out the little jets. Just gas, little needle through the top holes. Well, that's the bottom, but you can see through to the other side now. See? Cleaned out. Took off the float. There's a little pin right there. Just pushed it out with a nail. And just through there. Took it off. Spring came off. Not really sure how that goes, but we got 3 more to figure it out, huh? Ah, okay. It just wraps around that like that. It's a little it's a little necky. You just put it around like that. All I'm doing is wiping off the big chunks with a towel, and the small stuff that I couldn't get to, I just use Q-tips. You could dip them in a little gas too to get like the stuff that like sticks on. Taping up the hole so none of that gunk in there gets in there. Punch it through, slide it out, and just lift.
Where this angle iron came from.
Alright, I got all the gunk cleaned out from all 4 of them. Gonna assemble it and I don't know, maybe turn it over to see what's on here. Let's put these back. Make sure that curl side is down, and you gotta hook it on this. So you just take it out and hook it, but make sure it's facing. Those 2 hinges should be facing towards that way. So I can't slide it in, so I just take it out, put it on here first, then put it down. All right, check it. So, can you see? You can't really see that. Anyway, I just put it on like this and just slide it on. So you just push the pin back in, line it up, push it back in. So another way to check is that should lift up when the float goes up pretty much. So that's how you know you got it on right. Okay, I just cleaned out the inside of all these, put that one back on. Gonna take this off, clean out the little inside of that Q-tip, scrape it out a little bit. Kind of got to clean out the screw. Did that and cleaned out the inside of it. I can see it better. All right, now just put all these back together, put all the screws back on. Don't forget about the spring. You gotta put this little dimple on right there. Forget, put the valve in, put the spring back on, and just do all these 3 screws. Should look like this, should line up flush. Next, I'm checking the insides on the back sides of the carb. All of them so far look good, so I don't think I have to clean them. I'm not gonna either. Nah, those are fresh. Yeah. If it was gunked up, you know, just clean it. Those 2 screws, Phillips, easy. Spring, just line it up with that little thing. Yeah, don't forget, I forgot to say this, don't forget to install these. Your main jet needles. Just screw them on, tighten them down a little bit. And then, yeah, just put it back together. I showed it yesterday, but after we undid the throttle from here, the cables, just literally just slide it out. Can't get these off. There's 2 screws here, but they're hidden under this. Don't know how to reach them. Not gonna mess with them. So I just jiggled it around a little bit. But this is where it goes, right on here. So now it's clean, should be good. We're gonna just reinstall it. Just slide it back in, reattach everything. Tip, we'll first move these, but remember, throttle control goes this side. That face up. So it helps you remember how to put this in. Yeah. I hate this part. Gotta attach these cables back on. Big one goes down here. The smaller one goes up there. They wrap around. This is the worst part. This is literally gonna take like 3 hours. So hard. Now hopefully we good, baby. We good. Oh wow, wasn't that bad. Just loosen the little bolts on the bottom, slide it in, finger tighten it, and then get the number 10 regular wrench. Just tighten it up, both sides. There, nice. Now I just gotta hook them on. So just bottom one follows that track, the top one follows this track, and you just pull it back and slide the pin in. Finally got it on. Easiest way is to do the top one first. Just pull the throttle out and then hook it in. This one, don't put this on yet, so leave it off. Pull the wire through so it gives you that slack. Put it in and then put this on and then tighten it. I just held the bottom nut with some needle noses and just tighten this, so it's on there. That was gonna be the hardest part. All right, so we just pulled it back in place. We're gonna attach the holes. This one first, and this little one into there like yesterday. So yep. Put the choke back on. You gotta undo that to loosen up this bracket because that goes there. And then same thing. Just pull it up, hook it in, just slide that pin in. Make sure the wire goes there. Alright, gotta put the O-rings on the bottom of these. And then just put these back in and tighten them up. Alright, now we're just gonna tighten all the bolts.